Hey, what is up guys? This is Cobb, and you know what man, preparing for a CVC, especially for a new player, is extremely daunting. There are so many things that you can do to get your hands on points and rewards that it's just, dude, it boggles the mind as to how you're going to be maximizing your points in CVC. So in this happy little video that we're actually shooting live right now on the tube, we're going to be covering all of the resources that you can save up on your account, all of the resources that you should only ever be spending on your account when a CVC eventually rolls around, right? You want to be hoarding these supplies as much as you possibly can, and yeah, we're going to be covering a bunch of other sort of tips and habits and ways that you can double dip your rewards during a CVC as well, and all of the good stuff that you need to know to really maximize your rewards. Now, before, of course, we hop into that, if you're looking to set up a new raid account, make sure to do so by clicking on the beginner promo link down below, the top of the video description, to jumpstart your new account with 4 free epic champions. Just an incredible beginner promo link, and yeah, it's going to help your account in terms of progression ridiculously, dudes. So make sure to get that used. Just make sure that you signed out of Clarion Player on PC before clicking on the download link, else, yeah, it's just not going to work. You're not going to get all the free stuff, man. So, that is that. Oh yeah, we've also got a promo code as well. It should be above my head right now. Good old promo code GameLeap. It's active once again. Make sure you use that too, because why the hell would you not, man? Okay, so the very first thing that you want to do when a CVC goes live is you want to check on, well, actually, the first thing you want to do is check whether or not it's a personal rewards CVC, right? You're going to be alternating between clan rewards only and clan rewards plus personal rewards. Generally, you're much better off saving all of your resources to blast and spend all of your skill bucks and stuff like that during a personal rewards CVC, where you can get your hands on a crap load extra rewards if your clan wins, okay? So it's personal rewards. You gain all of these supplies, but you can only click on all of these supplies if your clan actually wins the CVC. So typically speaking, clans are going to be holding onto those supplies. But resource number 1 that you're going to be figuring out how to spend is simply your energy. And you can figure that out pretty easily by going into the objectives of the clan versus clan tournament and just sort of scanning through what objectives are going to give you bonus points. You can only earn a certain amount of bonus points from each objective. Minotaur objectives are just the happiest time, the only time really where it's really worth blasting Minotaur in raid. So definitely make sure that you take advantage of Minotaur objective bonus points during CVCs and farm up your mastery scrolls and stuff like that, because there is no time ever actually in the game where it's actually good to farm Minotaur, so you can do that. Campaign objectives means that it's great to farm the campaign, especially for new players. This is a great objective to have on hand as well, because you're going to be farming up a crap load of food champions anywhere, and so having campaign objectives is another good one. And just scan on through these, man, and see what is worth really farming. We've got arena objectives down here as well. Now, you can also see from this list just a kind of hint of what sort of resources you want to be holding on to as well. Things like gear objectives down here just means upgrading gear, I believe. Even spending glyphs and stuff like that. So if you're looking to upgrade any items in the game, you can just wait to do it for the, wait for the CVC to begin. And ideally, there's also an artifact enhancement event active at the same time as well. That could be great. We've also got forge objectives down here as well. But I don't want to get ahead of ourselves too much. This is just a great starting point if you're a new player. Just to see what kind of things you can do in the game to actually start farming points, but just pay special attention to the highlighted objectives right here. Next thing that you want to be covering, or rather saving up on your account, is going to be your Great Hall medals, right? Any medals that you earn from Arena, you want to be saving up to spend during a CVC. Now, obviously, I don't actually have that many to spend because I suck and I tend to play the bare minimum amount of Arena. It's really the Achilles heel of my account. I just don't enjoy Arena that much. What can I say? You know what I mean? But anyway, I've got some stuff ready to spend here, so you know what? We might as well just kind of throw some of our medals in. And this is just going to be some, actually free 2,000 tournament points for upgrading to a rank 7 just there. So it's not nothing. You might as well get it done during the CVC, and again, there is no reason to ever be spending your medals in the Great Hall until a CVC begins. Definitely save your medals. Another resource that you can be saving up very comfortably, it just takes the smallest bit of patience, is of course all of your forge materials, and we're going to be spending the crap out of basically all of these just momentarily. I've got a crap load of legendary, like 5 and 6 star quality perception gear to be crafting, and anytime you're going to be doing a big old craft in the game, in your forge building. Once again, just make sure that the CVC is active. Another thing that you can do in the forge as well that I think is totally worth touching on is just crafting a bunch of like suboptimal gear. So for my perception gear right now, I've got a lot of epic components, as you can see, almost 3,000. I only have 1,200 blue materials and I only have 900 legendary materials. You want to kind of try and engineer things so that you always have roughly double the epic materials as you do to the legendary materials, because it takes 5 legendary materials for a craft and 10 epic materials for a craft. So if you can have double the epics as opposed to your legendaries, that's a pretty good idea. And a way that you can engineer that into happening is just by crafting a bunch of 4 or 5 star gear, or even if you've got like a crap load of blues, craft all of these as well during CVC and you can just sell off all of these. Okay, you might get the occasional piece that's actually usable, but you can just sell off all of these and make a crap load of silver and get a crap load of points as well during the CVC. Just make sure that you save enough epic materials to craft all of the legendary 5 and 6 star pieces that you want to craft as well. The next thing that you can actually do that we already alluded to a little bit is save upgrading your gear for when the CVC begins. Now, this isn't always advisable. It's not always that big of a deal. It's not going to be the biggest source of points in the world, but if you head on into your events and you see that there's an artifact enhancement event active at the same time as the CVC goes on, well, now you're double dipping, right? And you might as well, I don't know, max out that artifact enhancement event if you got the silver ready to burn. Because, yeah, you're double dipping into artifact enhancement rewards and CVC points at the same time. Now is a golden time right now to be upgrading your artifacts, and so you might as well just max out the artifact enhancement event. Yeah, sort of a no-brainer. Just look for any kind of event overlap that you can be exploiting while the CVC is active in that way. Another event actually that's active right now that I'm going to be doing this with is the Sand Devil Turn Attack. This was an event that I wasn't going to touch at all. And then I realized that the CVC was coming along and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Look at all these noobs, dude. All these guys who blasted like 3.2k points into this Sand Devil tournament to get their hands on the big red rock up here, you know? They've all just kind of blown their load a little bit early, for lack of a better term. To be honest, that's the perfect phrase to describe it. If they just waited 24 hours and then blasted all of their energy potions and stuff into the Sand Devil Turn Attack and into Sand Devil's Necropolis, they would have been double dipping between farming some free CVC points and getting the rewards from here as well. So, yeah. Just make sure that you are paying attention to events still, all of the other events that are going on at the same time as CVC. Now, another thing that you can do as well is actually pull fusions. And so while you've got to be very, very careful if it's a monthly fusion champion, because they tend to come with an expiration date and they're not going to last forever, and you're not always going to be able to hold on to a monthly fusion champ to time it with fusing that champion during a CVC. There are a lot of permanent fusion champions that you can fuse during a CVC. Also, if you've got some fragment summons lying around as well, and you've got them ready to fuse but not quite ready to build on your account yet, you might as well just hold on to them and save them and just wait to push that summon button for, you know, 2-3 weeks or whatever, however long you want to wait until the next personal reward CVC comes along, and it's just free points for getting your hands on these champs. For me, today is actually the day that I'm going to be going ahead and fusing the hell out of... Oh, for God's sake, she's a faction guardian? Well, not anymore, she's not. You can take her place, okay? She's about to be sacrificed on the altar of Rajan, because I'm finally getting this fusion done. And yeah, there are various fusions in the game, such as the Broadmoor fusion, that you can prepare ahead of time as well, that never expire. Rajan can only be fused one time. Other fusions you can repeat as many times as you want. And again, it's just free points. Feel free to pull them during the CVC if you want a quick burst of points this way. I actually have one champ here that I've still yet to ascend, however, which I guess could be the next thing that we cover, man. So another resource that you can hold on to and save up leading up to CVCs is simply ascending champions. This is one of those things where you can ascend champions during a champion training tournament for like, I don't know, 15 points or something. Like it's not that small, but it barely gives you anything. Okay, if, like during during champion training tournaments, ascending champs does give you points. It's not that much. It's not that much during CVC either, but it's 380 points, man, for like just because I saved ascending this champ for the CVC to begin. You know, so it's a little bit more value, I think, to ascend your champs during CVC than it is during champion training. And so if you're planning on doing any kind of fusions like this, then you might as well wait to ascend your champions. Just wait for the CVC to begin, right? Because that's just some free points there as well. Okay, let's go ahead and just fuse my ration, because we might as well. What an account milestone this is, man, and we're doing it live. Feels lovely. There he is. 30,000 tournament points right there, because it's a legendary fusion. And yeah, now obviously he's gone and we can't do that again, so that is what it is, but there you do go, man. Next up, and by far the biggest resource that you want to be saving in the run-up to fusions is, of course, going to be your skill books. So if we just go into the tavern real quick, yeah, I don't spend a single skill book ever at any point until a personal reward CVC comes along. That means the clan actually want to win and we decide that we want to push. And so it takes a little bit of patience. But yeah, it's time to upgrade some champs, man. It's exciting as hell. I always look forward to this so much. Let's do this, man. So let's start off with Odin. This is a champ that I'm definitely going to, I think, just basically max out. I think I'm pretty happy just to like tunnel all of the required skill books into him. But then again, I wouldn't be too sad if the A1 wasn't fully booked up. And so let's see if we can be economic with the skill books. I'm just going to spend these in small batches. And dude, did we just max out the A2 and the A3 instantly? Oh my god, we actually did it. We actually did it, man. Oh my god. Okay, so I might eventually book out the A1. But you know what? I've got 35 skill tomes still to spend. I'm just gonna book up all of the other champs that I want to spend skill books on first, and then we potentially come back to him. Similar deal as well with Gregor. I'm fine if none of the skill books go into the A1. And by the way, I'm putting together an almost all barbarian team to try and take on Brutal Hydra for the first time on this account. Hydra's still somewhere where we're really progressing right now, and so I have high hopes, man. I've been able to pull like 15-20 million damage against Brutal Hydra with this team without Gregor booked up, and so I'm thinking this is going to be able to make a big difference for us. Okay, so we have 2 potential skill books to go here, 3 that can go here, so we put in 5. Oh, god damn it, they like all went into the A1. God damn it. God damn it, man. Okay, well, it looks like we're going to fully be booking out the Gregor, so there he goes. And look at how many tournament points we're getting, man. This is why you want to save your legendary tomes for these personal rewards CVC. It's such a massive point dump. And don't even get me started on the mythical tomes, which we'll also be spending as well. In fact, do we just get to those right now? Take Lazarius and make him who he was born to be? I think so. Let's start off with 4 here, see if we can just dodge the A1. No such luck, I don't think. Even still, just a ridiculous copious amount of points here. Yeah, let's get the cooldown reduction on this A3, and that'll be my Lazarius. Actually just completely pimped out, which feels like a crazy good milestone as well. Oh my god. Okay, lovely. Who else, man? Where's Freya? Freya, where are you? There she is. She's still level 50, 6 stars, but I'm farming up her masteries right now. Does she actually require books in the A1 as well? Feels like she kinda does. Like that extra 15% chance to provoke feels like a pretty big deal. I think we just fully booked the Freya. Let's do it, man. 27,000 points right there. Looking very saucy indeed. Now, we do also have some... In fact, let's hold on to the other legendary books for now. There are other legendaries that I could look at as well, and maybe I'll get to those just a little bit later. There are a bunch of epic champs that I'm just sitting on a crap load of epic tomes, and I've never fully booked these guys out, and so I think I'm just going to full book the Magna as well. We'll at least throw like enough tomes into him to try and not max out his A1, but max out the A2 and the A3. Okay, pretty lucky. 2 more tomes? If they both go into the A3, that's really good. Doesn't look like it. Come on, man. Don't make me max out that A1, man. Oh, god damn it, game. If you start putting them in one at a time, they all go into the A1, I swear. Okay, there we go. That'll do, man. That'll do. That's close enough. But even epic tomes, man. 1,000 points per tome. Dude. Like, that stacks up pretty damn quickly. I'm also going to have to find some champ that I can use rare skill tomes on. And just get them spent, because they're just kind of piling up. I don't really have anything to even dump them on. A champ that I am going to be actually building out somewhat soon-ish is good old Vorgoth. Yeah, Vorgoth is a champ I'm actually be building out quite soon. So I'm pretty pleased to just go ahead and try and... Oh my god, we almost maxed out the A2 right away. Oh my god, dude. Okay. Whoops. It's gonna do this again, man. It's gonna do this again. But yeah, my Undead Horse faction wars really need some help. I'm gonna just put 2 in, and that's gonna make it hit the A2. They both went into the A1 anyway, dude. Well, I guess we have a fully booked... I mean, might as well just fully book him now. There he is. Lovely. Clan quest complete. Who else do I have? Where's Iniri? Because this is definitely another champ that I want to be building out very, very soon too. Do I just max out her everything? I mean, if there's one epic champ in the game, that's worth just fully booking anyway. I guess it's just going to be the Iniri, man. So we just pump everything into her too. Very, very lovely. Epic tomes, I think we'll leave those alone for now. There are some others that I'd like to fully book up that I haven't got to just yet. Namely Siege Hulk is a champ I want to take up eventually. There he is. He's actually got a 4-star soul as well, man. We'll just do it right now. I mean, I am going to max him out. I'm going to max him up one day. So it's already happening. It's already decided. I'm pretty happy just to go ahead and do that. And okay, man. Well, there you have it. That's just a crazy, crazy amount of points just from really stockpiling the hell out of as many skill books as we possibly can. Of course, if you're on... I'll be switching over to my free-to-play account, actually, some point before the end of the stream. And we'll be spending our rare skill tomes. But even those at like lower count level and stuff in lower level clans, even those are going to be very, very impactful. So this is another big one. And one of the last ones, but nonetheless one of the more important things that we're going to be covering in this roundup of resources that you want to be saving. Do not be baited by autopilot, right? Because you know when you've been playing the game for a long time and you're blasting through your dailies at the start of every new reset, you know, all of your crypt keys, your tag arena keys, Doom Tower keys, all of that. You're just getting all of your dailies done, right? Spending all of your stuff every day. Man, I've made this mistake multiple times. I ain't even gonna lie. And that is, don't be tempted or don't mistakenly spend your tag arena tokens and your faction crypt keys before the CVC starts. That's it, Ben. That's it. Because the thing is, these keys will reset and then 12 hours later, the CVC will begin, and you're just literally squandering points, and you're just squandering free points for your clan and free CVC points if you spend these tag arena tokens and these crypt keys before the CVC starts. So yeah, just ease off on the autopilot a little bit and make sure that you are actually spending these keys when the CVC begins and not before, because yeah, they reset at midnight roughly if you're playing in EU. And as someone who's awake all night, it's so easy for me to just accidentally spend these keys before the CVC even begins. So yeah, just definitely be aware of that. And alright, man, I think that's actually pretty much everything that we're going to be covering here. I've got a hell of a lot of grinding still to do. Of course, I'm going to be maxing the hell out of this Sand Devil 10 attack tournament, you know, dumping as many gems as I need into energy refills and stuff to get this done a little bit later on tonight. So we'll be doing that, obviously, in this video or in this stream. And then Minotaur farming, because that is our bonus objective for this CVC, which is just great. Minotaur objectives, oh my god. Finally, man, a real reason to farm Minotaur. Anyways, man, that is going to be all for this one. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Hope yours did enjoy. If you did, make sure to hit like on the video. And most importantly, if you're looking to start off a new account, man, a new free-to-play adventure or an alt account, do so by clicking on the beginner promo link down below right now, man, to kickstart your new account with 4 free epic champions, including Ugo as a starting champ. Just some S-tier epics in this promo link to help you progress. It's going to be awesome. Hey, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm going to catch all of you guys just a tad bit later, man.